Hi all, Darren from DA Components. Just going to do another introduction video of the new brush edge range, available on the website very soon, we hope. So what we're going to talk about first of all is the sizes. So the smaller version is actually 26 centimeters, and then the larger version is 35 centimeters. So I'm just going to talk a bit about the bristles, which is available in the edge range. So now we have what you called the Heritage range, it's called. This is very good for leaded windows, any delicate surface windows, historic buildings of windows. And then that comes in, obviously, the size is what we talked about, the small and the large. And then we move on to the Dupont, genuine Dupont bristles. It's a dual trim brush. It's very lightweight as well. And that's also good for extra cleaning power, and you can use that for chemicals as well. And then we move down to the Elite range. It's a dual trim brush with semi-synthetic bristles. This gives you a bit of extra cleaning power as well, but it also can be used for chemicals as well. And then obviously we have the smaller one here. And then we're moving down to the range, which is your dual trim Boar's airbrush. And then we're moving down to the dual trim larger version, and then you come down to your full Boar's air 26 centimeters, and then you move down to your full Boar's air 35 centimeters. So that's the bristles in the range. Okay, so now we're just going to move across to the angle adapters, what's available. It has a swivel angle adapter like so, and it's a lockable handle with this collar. It just locks into position, and that just attaches to your angle adapter on your brush. So that's a swivel one. This one's a swivel one again, a lockable collar, and it just locks down. But this one's got a Euro thread, and it's also got a quick release connection here for the end light poles. And then we move down to the range of the angle adapters. This is a vertical one, so if it's on your brush, your pull goes up and down with a lockable collar. But this one here, it's actually with the teeth either side, so that clamps inside your angle adapter with a longer bolt, so that'll stay fixed onto the brush. Then we move down to a fixed angle adapter. Same again, what this one will do, will clamp inside your angle adapter, and this attaches to the brush, complete with an extra bolt. And then you get your standard Euro angle adapter. So that's a brief description of what's available with the edge range. Please remember, all the brushes are actually got a bumper, all bolted inside or on the brush stock with extra bumper tabs at either side. So let's talk about the jets. I'm actually going to do a video of all the jets working, and let's see how we get on. Okay, demonstration of the V-jets, which is molded inside the new edge range of the brush. So I'm just going to pull the univalve, and then you'll see the V-jets on the brush. And that's running off a backpack. And as you brush the edge of the frame with the V-jet, that jet is actually hitting the edge of the frame. Most brushes, what you have to do is you clean the frame, and then you have to rinse it off. This one actually hits the edge of that frame as you're cleaning. And then what you could do there, you can leave it on the brush, on the brush on the window, rinse, or if you want to lift off, you can also lift off. You stop the water, and that's the V-jet molded into the brush stock on all the brushes. Sorry. So I'm just doing a little video of the V-jets molded into the actual brush stock. So now I'm just going to demonstrate one set of jets which I've just pushed in. I haven't pushed them fully on because I'm just doing a demonstration, and I've just pushed them in for added jets of your choice. In this case, what I'm actually going to be using, it's got 4 jets in it, and it's got 4 either side. So in theoretically, you're going to have 8 jets working now. So I'm going to switch the univalve on, pull the hose, switch the univalve on and show you. So now you'll have 4 jets there now, and you'll have a nice flow of water cleaning the surface. You can, same again, you can leave it on and rinse on, or you can lift it off and rinse. Turn the univalve off. So that's a demonstration of the 4 jets in one nozzle, if you could say a nozzle. So now I'm just going to demonstrate how the over-rinse bar performs, and it's connected by either side of the T-piece. It's got 18 holes along here, and it has the last 4 on either side, so the water just goes round into a curve. You've also got a little bit of an adjustment there, so you can adjust it maybe 4 or 5 mil, however height you want it. All depends how hard people push the bristles on the surface, because it flags the bristles out. So I'm just going to switch the univalve on and see how we get on. And that just goes to show, there's the flow of the rinse bar. You get a nice even flow of where that is, and you can actually see the last 4 sort of like forks off to the edges, and you're getting water wherever you need it. And that's 18 holes. And what you will find is this rinse bar is actually a little bit shorter than the brush stock, so it shouldn't really get caught in anything when you're working away. So I'm just going to turn the univalve off. Now I'm going to show you the actual swivel socket in action. You just turn the collar and you can actually clip it back into position. Now this acts like a swivel now, this section. Just pull this back out and it acts. So I'm just going to demonstrate how this works at the top of it. So all I'm doing now is just turning the pole, and it's falling into the position that I want it in. For argument's sake, if you're over to conserve your roof, this is where this will be prime example. But then if you want to go this side, all you do is you turn the pole and the brush falls into the position that you want. Once you've mastered that, you can actually leave that as long as that. If you don't, you can always just lock it out, so you know you've got that best ability to use that swivel. However, what I would like to point out, when you get your hose coming from here, it's just because it's demonstration purposes, we normally have an O-ring there, and what that does, it just stops this hose getting a bit taut on the top of there. So that's the over-rinse bar being tested to show you the flow and how it works. We've showed you the V-jets in the brush stock molded, and then I've showed you the extra jets you can buy, which has got a 4-way jet in it. So then I'm just going to fit another brush on this, and I'm going to demonstrate how the 35 centimeter brush performs. So moving on to the 35 centimeter brush, I'm just going to show you the V-jets, which is molded into the brush stock like that, because obviously the 26 centimeter you only get 2, but this one you get 4. So I'm just going to pull the univalve, and then you'll see the jets coming out. So that's the jets coming out. Same again, you can leave it on to rinse, or you can lift it off. Same again as you clean the frames, it's hitting the frames, so you don't have to lift off to rinse the frame. And that's the V-jet molded into the brush stock. So I'm just doing a demonstration on the pencil jets, the 1.25 mil, and obviously it's an add-on jet in the 12 mil hole in the brush stock. So it just looks like so, and I've just pushed them in just for demonstration purposes. And this pencil jet is 1.25 mil. So I'm just going to pull a univalve. Same again, you can leave it on, you leave the brush on the window if you really wanted to, or you can rinse off like so. And that's the pencil jet. One of my favourite ones, on a personal note. You just got to be mindful if you do rinse from the top, it can, if you haven't cleaned the top of your frame, it can introduce a bit of dirt, so just be mindful of that. And that's one of my favourites. So now we're just going to demonstrate the last few add-on brushes, jets in the range. So the next demonstration I'm going to be doing is the over fan jets, which screw onto the brush stock. What you'll find on the brushes, you'll see two little holes like so. That's for the top one's for the over rinse bar, and obviously you've got some movement for the bottom one for your over rinse fan jets. I think this application will be fantastic if you're doing something like polycarbon sheeting or maybe solar panel cleaning, and it's a fan jet spray as well. So I'm just going to show you how that performs. Very good in its own right. I really do think it's fantastic for when you're doing long panes of glass as well, because you're getting a nice flow of water with the fan jets. So I'm just going to unclip it from the fan jets, and I'm just going to clip it into the next jet that I'm going to show you, which is a fan jet, but it's been pushed in to the holes that's actually been made into brush stock. Just going to switch it on. This one again, you can leave it on, you can leave your brush on the surface and rinse, or you can lift it off and rinse like so. And those are the fan jets, which is inside the actual nozzle as well. On this occasion, we actually have the Euro swivel here as well, so you can lock that off and have it on when you have it open when you come over to do an awkward window and you need to turn the actual brush into position. So that's the demonstrations of the new Edge range. We're super excited about this. I've been testing it for the last 18 months, and I hope it's answered a few more questions, because the last couple of days I've been getting messages. And so yeah, and the main question I always get is, will this fit my pole? Well, yes it will, because of all the different angle attachments that's available. So yeah, I can't wait to get it launched, and they'll be available on the website very soon. Thank you very much. Darren Hansbrough from Boar Components.